Okay, continuing the tour around the Defwind village, we have got Quattro and Goya. Obviously long-time supporters of the channel, the legends. We are going to see who we're going to bump into. In fact, I know who we're going to bump into. Mr. Andy Bubble Chambers.
Hello.
How many times freestyle UK champion?
I think 6 or 7, something like that.
He's lost count. He's lost count. Now you're working for Quattro Goya in the UK. What's your role?
I am the UK agent for Quattro, Goya, KT and MFC.
Okay, so you're the man to talk me through the gear, because you have got you've got a lot of wave sails up here right now.
We've got a lot of wave sails, we've got a lot of bright colours, we've got a lot of constructions.
Okay, talk me through what you've got, because I know you've just been to Hawaii, haven't you?
Yeah.
Just been to Maui?
Yeah, just went to
Looked
Maui.
like you got a sick trip.
Yeah, it was amazing. Actually, the best trip I've had there, for sure.
Is that the best reason to be sponsored by Goya? You get on these nice trips.
Yeah,
And you
definitely. I made sure it went in the contract first thing.
You stay obviously for free in Cisco's house or something, or?
I was staying in Lalo's house, with a family. It was very nice.
Dream, this boy, living the dream. All right, talk us through the gear, what we got, what's on the lineup.
Okay, well, we've always had, we've had the Bansai now for 11 generations. So
11 generations?
Yeah, so
wow.
Bansai 11. So
I'm old.
Yeah, 11
I remember the
generations.
first one.
Yeah. So we've got Bansai 11. And then what we've done is we've added to the Bansai range. All right, so we've got a Bansai Surf, which I'll go through in a minute, and then a Bansai Max, which I'll also go through in a minute. So the Bansai 11 is the original Bansai that we've had for years and years. Brasinho's World Cup winning wave sail, basically.
Okay.
So the Bansai 11, lots of backhand pressure. Brasinho loves being fully loaded on the backhand to do his mega jumps, and it's very direct, so for all his manoeuvres and everything.
Got quick response to it.
Quick response, exactly. So you've got the constructions, all right, we've got the normal pro construction, so which will be in Brazil.
You have got a lot of Bansais, I'm just saying. So, Bansai 11, standard Brasinho sail.
Yes.
Then we've got the
Bansai Surf.
Surf. Let's come on to it, come on. So pretty much all the wave sails are called Bansai now.
All the wave sails
Is
are
that
called
what
Bansai, yeah.
Okay.
So the whole Bansai
So
line.
Bansai Surf, is
This
this
is the
replacing
brand
the
new
fringe?
Yeah, the fringe, the guru, it's
So the
new
fringe was a 3-batten, the
fringe was
guru
three,
was a...
and the guru was 4-batten, but like a easy, it had a PVC panel in it.
And
it was
this has
easy.
replaced those two models?
This has replaced those two models. So this is Kai Lenny's sail,
Okay.
Bolacao sail, Francisco's sail,
Okay.
and it's a neutral kind of wave riding sort of surfy sort of style sail.
Clues
It
in
doesn't
the
have
name.
the backhand. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't have the backhand pressure that you get on the Bansai 11. It's got a lower clue. It's got a shorter boom, so it's a bit more high aspect. So it's really, really nice and light in your hands when you're going down the line.
Okay.
And
So then,
then we go to Bansai Max. So Max means maximum range. So it's 5-batten. So the other
okay.
two Bansais are 4-batten.
so does this replace, if my
The
memory, Eclipse?
Yes, exactly
Okay.
that. This replaces the Eclipse. This is Bujamar's actual favourite sail.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to be using the Bansai Max.
Interesting. And it's 5 battens all the way through the range?
Yep, all the way through the range, so super stable, really easy to use, but it has way more range because you can use it when it gets super, super windy. It's still,
Yeah. But then there's still more.
There's still more. So within the 3 Bansai sails, there are different constructions.
Okay.
So we have the standard pro construction,
Yep.
which is what we've had before with the scrim. Then you go to X-ply.
Okay, yeah, so that's called the Bansai 11X.
X, yeah.
Okay.
And you can notice on the X-ply, we've actually changed the colour of the yarn, so you can
Okay.
see through it.
Okay, so you've got a black yarn now.
Yeah, so the
And what's
black,
the theory behind that?
well, it absorbs the light rather than reflects it.
That's quite
So
interesting.
if you look at a white one with traditional white X-ply, it's really bright and it's always reflecting the light off it. Whereas with the black, you can see through it.
Interesting,
Yeah.
very
So
interesting.
way better for visibility.
Okay, interesting. And that X is in every one. So you could have a Surf X, 11X.
Yep.
Okay.
And a Max.
And a Max X. Okay. Wow, they're going to be stocking some serious sales.
Yeah. And then you go to
Okay.
the multicolour.
Yeah. What I saw a picture of you in Maui on this.
On this, yeah. This is called the Iris. Okay, so this is the carbon Iris colourway, and it is 50-50. So it's half carbon, half scrim.
Okay.
Yeah, so the yellow and the blue panels are the warp carbon panels.
But this is the same model as Basinio one, the 11.
Yep, this is the same model, and you can
Just
also
in
get
carbon.
this in the Surf as well.
Okay.
So this is
So it's the colourway we're looking at really more, and the half carbon.
and the half carbon, yeah. So this is available in the 11 and in the Surf, but not in the Max.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, it's half carbon, so it's kind of that more price point between. It literally sits between the full carbon sail and the normal construction.
Okay. Interesting.
And it's super bright colours, multicolours. We actually did it originally kind of on a drawing, and a lot of people were like, "Wow, that looks amazing."
Yeah. I saw it, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be a production sail. When I saw the picture
Yeah.
of you, I thought maybe it was like one of them, sort of wild ideas they had, but they didn't do. But actually, it's interesting.
Well, I think it did start as a wild idea, and then actually loads of people were like, "Oh wow, that looks really good." I mean, especially the Italians. Once they saw it, they changed their orders, and it was so. I mean, I really like it. I got more and more into it as I was in Maui using it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get the added benefits of the warp carbon up in the top, and then a better price than the full carbon.
And then, okay, we haven't seen the full carbon, so that's the full.
So this is every single panel, apart from the window, has warp carbon in it. So all of the black lines that you can see. So yeah, all of these, this is all carbon, all warp carbon running through the whole thing.
And the benefit of that?
So the carbon, it has like this much more kind of quieter but sort of springy, more responsive feel to it.
Okay.
So the range actually on the carbon sails is
More,
bigger.
it pulls back quicker.
Yeah,
kind of
but
thing.
it also it distributes the load so nicely that it doesn't nothing wrinkles or anything. It's just a really smooth, super lightweight feeling as well. But you get an increased range because it can hold its shape for longer when it gets sort of overpowered. So like Pozo, for example, Brow will be using these in Pozo. When it gets windy, then you have more control of these.
That is an extensive wave range. I've got to ask you this question. What sails are you going to have?
So I really got into the Surf when I was in Maui. It's a less physical sail.
Yeah.
The 11 is quite a physical sort of powerhouse sort of sail. And I was really getting into the Surf the more, but then I was sailing at Hokeeper. So when I get home, I'm going to test the Surf in my home spot to see how.
Compared to the normal Bansai or carb, what are you thinking?
I like the carbon, don't you? I do like the carbon. I like the carbon, but I don't know if there's enough budget for everyone to have all carbon sails. But I'll probably have a few Iris. I really like the Iris. They stand out like in the UK.
Yes.
Like it's gonna
dull, brown, grey.
Exactly. We need something to brighten everything up.
So the colour range is yellow, blue.
So you got yellow,
orange, and then the multi.
Yes, you got yellow carbon.
Oh, I'm pink.
Yellow.
You've got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, so you got yellow carbon for the Bansai 11 carbon. That's Brasinio's sail.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the Surf, the carbon is blue.
Yeah.
And the normal colour is pink. The normal Pro construction is pink.
So what colour are you going for? Pink? Bright colour? You like bright colours.
I like the multicolour, to be honest. I think when you can't decide which one you want, this one fits perfect.
Yeah, you've got a bit of everything.
A lot of the boys in Maui were enjoying the pink, to be fair. I mean, look, you got Levi was on it.
Yes.
I think Levi's still a little unsure if he's going to go Surf or 11.
Yeah.
But I think because the Surf was so new, people were getting on it and just going.
Yeah,
For the big day at Hokeeper, it was
interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Boards, talk us through it.
So boards, we've got new. So all we've changed are the wave boards.
Okay.
All
the free ride stuff, the slalom stuff.
It's all staying the same.
Okay.
So the bolt we actually brought out last year, and that's staying the same. So that was a new one for
What's
us.
that? Freerace. Freerace.
Yeah. That had a big change in it last year. I was helping with the development on this, but with Adam Lewis and Francisco. The bolt is now really comfortable through the chop.
Okay.
So you can go faster because you're more comfy.
What were you on yesterday when you went past me?
I was on this one, the 109.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was the bolt.
It was the bolt, yeah. The bolt, it's just over a longer distance, it's much more comfortable, so you can go faster. It means you can go faster into jibes. It's all more settled. You know, the old bolt was a little bit more slalom-y feel, so it was quite a hard ride. And I mean, here last year when we did the full race, my legs were...
It's hard going, isn't it, this race? This race does really find out how comfortable your board is.
Yes, for sure. Definitely. And then on the waveboard, so with the Goya waveboards, we've changed the Custom 4 and we've changed the Custom 3. They are now Custom Quad and Custom Thruster.
That's what they're called now?
That's what they're called now,
So that's the Custom...
Thruster. And the reason for that...
But it doesn't say it.
It does on the bottom.
Oh, okay. Well, it's got 3 fins, so the clue's in the
fin
configuration.
So these boards have had the biggest update ever. They're actually a kilo lighter.
Oh, really? Kilo?
Kilo. And the construction's the same.
Wow. Where have you put that kilo?
Everywhere else we've saved it. So we made our own fin boxes. US boxes. They're actually 100 grams
US
lighter.
Boxes.
Yeah. But our own ones.
Okay.
And these are 100 grams lighter per box than a slot box. So in a quad, you're saving minimum 400 grams just by changing the boxes. They're also smaller. They require less resin and everything. So the whole boards are much lighter in the tail, which means they balance really nicely. Also, as you can see, the graphics are minimal, but there's no stickers anymore. So these is all a transfer. It's like a water transfer. You know, like a fake tattoo. It's like that. So it weighs obviously absolutely nothing.
So all for weight saving, pretty much.
All for weight saving. All for weight saving. They've changed the pads, so dual density where you need it, not where you don't need it.
So every little
they've split the pads. They even drilled holes in the back of the pads to anything that they could do. And it's not just that, it's the fins as well. Wait till you see them.
Okay.
Let's grab some fins for you. So we've got new carbon MFC fins, and a quad set weighs 300 grams. So they're very light.
Yes.
They even changed the screws. The screws are 30 grams lighter than a traditional one.
Jeez.
Times that by 4, and you start to see though,
it does make a difference.
Every little bit helps, you know. And once you add all of this stuff up, you get to a kilo.
Wow. And a kilo is a good chunk.
A big chunk, So the
and what do you notice by losing that kilo?
The boards definitely feel kind of more
lively,
sort of lively and responsive. I mean, the whole board has had a change anyway with the.
So you've got the thruster and you've got the quad.
And the quad,
Main difference between those two. Which one are you going for? Why? Give people at home.
So I'm going for the quad because I like that settled feel that you get from a quad.
I'm very similar.
The actual, to be honest, the outlines and the shapes of them are, yes, they've been tuned to work. You know, the thruster's tuned to work with 3 fins, the quad's tuned to work with 4 fins, but actually they're quite similar
in shape.
Because we didn't want people to have to compromise. You know, if you really like to thruster and you're into proper waves, then you should be able to use the board you want. You don't want to have to go to a quad.
And you find that's a big thing. People want a thruster or a quad, and it is, isn't it?
Yes, totally. You know, it's a tricky one with the 5 fins. I think it maybe confuses people, but also you Keith adjusts the boards to work with that fin setup. But so for me, it'll be quads pretty much for everything. I'm unsure yet about the thruster. Some spots at home, like Southbourne,
with a bit more current,
where you need to be a bit more on the tail and pivoty. Then maybe the thruster will work better there. But in general, I'm going to try and keep going with the quads and just get used to using those. So that's the Goya boards. Then also we have, as you know, we have Quattro as well.
So this is the pyramid, still in the range, still keeping the same name?
Yes, and this is our friend Adam Lewis has had a lot to do with this one. He's worked hard on this one. And actually,
I mean, for people who don't know, obviously Adam Lewis, UK wave sailors, won that a few times. He was right up there in the world podiums, and then basically got stuck on Maui during COVID, never came back. Got married, got a house, and now he's
the number 2 shaper. He's just all day in there shaping boards, you know. So the guys in Maui are actually, a lot of their custom boards are based off the file of the pyramid now. They have little tweaks.
That belt box just moulds into the board. I was
looking,
I think that looks so long, but no, it's just the line.
So the pyramid's had a big update. It's still very much a board for when the waves are proper.
Yeah.
It has the most rocker out of any of the other boards. There's a lot more volume in the standing area, so it's way more stable now for when you're kind of non-planing and then to get on the plane. Before it was a bit thin, you know, the tail would drop a bit and you can get going. So earlier planing is way better. It's got a round pin as well, so transitions rail to rail really easy. I did try it a couple of days at Hokeeper, and it accelerates in the turn so much it actually took me by surprise.
Really?
Yeah. When you start to turn, it really shoots up.
This is a 3-fin?
Yeah, and this is a 3-fin. So, you know, it's a board you can go later, you can hit it later. I mean, you've been at Hokeeper. It is quite a scary wave, and I wasn't going that late at all most of the time. And then on this, actually, you could go way later than I was on anything else.
Confidence is a massive thing in waveboards, especially sailing somewhere like Hokeeper. If you haven't got confidence, you don't trust it, it's worrying. But as soon as you've got the
full trust in that.
And it's not minimal as well, so I'm guessing you're saving weight.
It's the same weight saving, yeah. I mean, you know, we're confident in the construction, so we're quite happy to let people see exactly where all the patches are, the rail bands, the nose protection, you know, it's...
And that's, you can see everything pretty much.
You can see everything, yeah. Even on the bottom, you know, it's got colour on the bottom, but it's all tied up.
Yeah, that looks like that's a massive knot. I'm not sure this guy went to the Boy Scouts when he was younger. Oh, yeah, it's off.
There we go. So we've got colour on the bottom.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I like a bit of colour.
Yeah. Also, we're cross-branding with everything now as well, because obviously Keith is main shaper, so
KT, Keith to Ball, obviously.
Exactly, yeah. And yeah, it's nice to have it all so everyone realises that it's all kind of, you know, one company.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool, man. That's the pyramid.
Looks cool. Are you going to have any of them, or are you all Goya? What's the... Not decided.
I haven't decided yet. I think there's certain places in the UK, you know, like Gwithian, for example, on a good day, where I think it would be really fun. Maybe some spots on Tyree where it's a bit heavier and a bit bigger. I think the pyramid's going to be amazing for that. Sticking with Quattro though, if we carry on. The Power, which is the Freewave.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's more of a wavier Freewave, obviously coming from the Quattro kind of pedigree. It's great when the conditions are terrible, basically.
But it's got inside-outside straps as well. So
I mean, it is quite a blaster board. They're really fast. You know, the Freewaves in general are faster than the wave boards. It's got a big wide tail block, so you don't need a powerful wave. You know, you've got the power in the tail and the power in the 3-fin setup to make the most of when the waves are pretty small and not very powerful.
Oh, that's good.
Then one of our best sellers. One of the best sellers in the Quattro range is the Cube.
Yeah.
So this board, I mean, for the UK South Coast, I mean, it's James Cox's board. He's had it for years. You know.
For people who don't know, UK wave sailor
James Cox.
James Cox.
So the Cube is the quad from Quattro. It's more compact than the Goya boards. It's also got a wider tail with the diamond tail.
Yeah.
So it just means it's quite pivotal. You can turn on the back foot. You can push it through the foam, you know, when the waves are a bit weak. So basically, British South Coast or Europe kind of mushier waves.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's so fast as well. And that's, you know, when there was a lot of white water, you need loads of speed.
What's the biggest sizes you've got in the ranges? People ask me that. Smallest sizes, biggest sizes,
So in the wave boards, we go up to 114 in the Goya quad.
Okay, so pretty big.
Yeah. All the way down to the sort of kid size in 56.
56, you got a small case.
Last board that we haven't talked about yet is the Goya One. This again is one of our
good seller, isn't it?
Bestseller. Yeah. And actually, to be honest,
and this is like one board does it all.
One board does it all, and truly, we're all massively pleasantly surprised when we were in Maui. We had a 125 of this, and we were actually testing our new Freeride and Freerace prototypes against it, and it was faster.
Okay, it's pretty impressive.
But then I still came in, I was on a 5.4 Freerace sail, double back strap, 36 centimetre fin. Came in, did a plane in Spock, downwind 360.
Still got it. He's still got it.
No, but it was so easy to use. We were amazed, amazed by it. Then Francisco and Lalo actually, they were using this for a jumping session at Kual, and they couldn't believe it. It's so fast and so easy to use. So yeah, the new one definitely is one of the most versatile boards we've ever made. And this goes from 77 all the way up to 125.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And power box?
Still power box, there's still that certain market that demands the power box. Ideally, we wouldn't have a power box.
For weight?
Not just for weight, but for fin position.
Moving it, yeah.
Okay, but we have come up, or let's say MFC came up with a genius.
Oh.
Genius.
Hello, I like this. Oh, here he is. Oh, okay, interesting. Because always the problem with the power box is where the bolt is.
Exactly that. And the problem is, when they're testing the boards and they're testing all the prototypes in Maui, they don't put a power box in, they have a US box. So they're testing it and they get the fin in exactly the right place. But then when they come to put the power box,
the screw is like right,
and the fin has to go too far back. Whereas now, if you look underneath, you can get the fin exactly where you want it.
The screw is basically behind the foot straps, whereas usually the screw, well, it would be on this one, would be in a strange place or a thinner part of the board.
But it's a game changer for the Freewave.
Interesting.
It loosens it up and suddenly it becomes.
So they might sell a few of these fins, maybe.
Yeah, for separately, 100%. I think if you have a Freewave board at home and you want to loosen it up a bit more, buy one of these fins.
Okay, interesting. Definitely. That's interesting, very interesting. And again, seems quite simple, really.
It seems a simple idea, right? Why didn't we do it before?
Yeah, so no. All right, what else? Anything else today?
Yeah, so the other brand that we have.
We're going to gloss over this because it's a windsurfing channel. Clues in the title, but I get what you mean.
So KT, obviously we have KT Surfing, which is our big surf brand, and that's evolved as well, and we've added
Kai Lenny's on board with that, is he?
Kai Lenny's fully on KT.
Okay.
Yeah, KT, and new KT foils which are coming soon as well. But big, winging is.
Yeah, we don't talk about, like I said, this windsurfing. That's it.
Okay. Also, downwinding is the next big thing, and
we're go to another channel if you want to find out about this. But
for anything foiling, KT.
Okay. All right. Well, cheers, mate.
Thank you.
Good job. Nice to see you around.
We'll see you guys later for a few drinks.
Might be.
6:30.
Maybe.
6:30.
Oh, here.
Yeah, here.
That's the good thing about the Defi.
6:30 here.
Free beers.
Cyril Musulmani has his own special run.
That's a good point. They've got Cyril Musulmani on board as well now. In fact, it's pretty, interesting.
He's our new French.
So close to winning a world title.
Yeah.
So close years ago.
He's amazing. We went testing sails the other day, and I feel like I'm pretty quick.
Yeah, all right.
And
no, he's quick.
I couldn't even stay near him. He was just whoa.
You have no idea how quick the top boys are until you line up with them. You think you're quick, but they literally will just mow you down.
They're also not even trying.
No.
I was trying everything. I could hold on to every muscle in my body.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? It's slightly embarrassing.
And he's just sort of stood there cruising. He's just gone. It's amazing.
All right, dudes. Well, check you later for a few beers. Right, let's move on. Where are we going next? Where are we going next? Did you enjoy that one? Well, subscribe to the channel because we have got new videos every day from here in the Def. We've been around all the brands, got all the stories. They're like mini podcasts, technique, everything is going to be involved. We've already done a few. Have you clicked on this one? You should watch that next.